Okay. Why am I suddenly streaming, you may ask? Well, I've remembered something. Tax. So if no one knows here, I'm sorry if I'm about to get... I'm just gonna say this right now. Wait, hold on. Is that I'm sorry if I might be like, if I'm not to say it's politically charged. If I have to be totally honest with you, I don't like either party. I hate the liberals, I hate the conservatives, I hate them both. And I'm sorry if you think this, and if you're a liberal and if you're a conservative, I don't hate you, okay? I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, ew, it's a liberal, he hates babies. And if you hear me say he eats babies, that's literally a joke, and I don't mean it. If you're offended by it, I am terribly sorry. But I don't, in my opinion, I'm just non-liberal, non-conservative. I don't believe that either of them fix the country. For the past, like, 12 years, we've literally, like, our country's on, I hate to say it, but it's kind of on the decline. I'm not saying that, you know, it's gonna be chaotic, Fallout 4 type bullcrap, but I was playing my game, and, I got this ad, and it was actually probably one of my favorite ads, probably my favorite ad, is that it was talking about how, like, this dude was, you know, working for the NRA, and this dude was about to shoot people up in the church, and they pulled out a gun and shot him. Now, should the dude have been shot? No, but you know what? Here's the thing. I don't want to be immoral, but you know what? It's either he loses his life, or he and countless other people lose their lives. So, if we're gonna go out of perspective, I don't condone killing people. Unless they're in video games, then, and if they're like a Scorched in Fallout 76, then shoot them up really bad. But in real life, I don't condone shooting people. I don't. I wish it would never happen. It's horrible. You probably just, you know, not be shot, I guess. I don't know, whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. Blah. So anyway, what brings to this conclusion is that Joe Biden has apparently planned for a devastating tax where every gun you own is approximately $200 taxed off of you. And every magazine that goes over 10 rounds is basically $25. Okay, so I have two magazines that go over 10. They're Ruger, what's it called? Not Ruger, they're not even Ruger. They're called Smith & Wesson's M&P 1522 magazines. And if you know what your Smith & Wesson is, an M&P 1522, you should know that they run about 25 rounds, okay? That's a pretty decently large gun. That's the largest magazine size I've ever held. And if you ask me, that's pretty decent. It's not like a massive, like, you know, 50-round magazine. It's a pretty big magazine, if you ask me. But here's where I'm a little bit concerned, is that if you have anything that's 11 or anything that's 11 plus rounds, you're gonna have to get taxed $200. Now, let's just say this. Right now, I own, well, I don't currently technically own. I'm just, you know, when I turn 18 and I get my actual, like, good Floyd, my dad will hand me my guns. He owns them for now until I turn 18. So I will get the guns in like 730 days, which is, you know, if you do your math, that's 2 years. Less than 750 days until I get my guns. So anyway, what am I trying to point out is that imagine if like okay, like let's just, I'm not saying that anyone who doesn't use guns are an idiot. Let's just say you don't know what guns are. Imagine if you're like a cook. Like, you know, cooks barely ever kill people, you know. You don't see Gordon Ramsay going out, like, stabbing people with his kitchen knife. No, you don't, because he's not a bad person. The only thing I hate about Gordon Ramsay is that he likes the taste of guinea pigs. I hate that. I hope you... You're kind of a bastard. Don't be like that. But what I meant to say is that basically imagine you're a cook, right? And you have a knife and you're like, you know, you go to church, and I'm not being stereotypical, like you literally go to church and you don't kill anyone, you believe in moral crap, and imagine you get taxed $200 per knife you own. That's what it feels to be. I'm not saying we should do that. If you do that and tax people by owning steak knives, you're stupid. Like the United States' government would be stupid. Oh my god, stupid if it were to do that. And I probably wouldn't be surprised. What's it called? David Chipman. I hate him. He's the ATF director. I don't know the legality of putting an angled grip on my M&P 1522 pistol, so I'm not putting a forward grip. I know you can't put like a freaking vertical grip. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. As I was saying, I'm sorry if I get like into a rabbit hole. I own about, if we're gonna say when I get 15, I own about 4 guns and 2 magazines. So if you do your math, then if I had to pay this stupid tax, I'd be looking at $1,000. And when you put it into perspective, which I'm not trying to flex, I have $800. Compare $800 to $1,000. You know, if I had to pay the tax, it would Thanos snap all my money out of existence. That's stupid.
Can you send me a party, please?
What I'm trying to say is that I'm sorry, I don't like saying this word, dude. But the gun tax is retarded. It is dumb. Look at me. If I shot someone, I don't think I could live with myself. That would be grief. Even if I was defense, I'd be horrible on taking a human life. I can't. I can't kill anyone. I can't kill a human being. That's just not me. I don't do that. Because, like, for example, you know, if someone steals, I'm not gonna go shoot him. I believe that, you know, stealing is a second chance. The only reason that I would allow harm is if they, like, did a really bad crime, like capital murder or rape or something. But like, you know, that's just a gross crime. And I don't condone killing people. That's bad. Imagine you get framed for something that you know, stealing. I mean, yes, stealing's bad, but stealing's not worth a death penalty. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's 2 types of people that use guns in this world. And then, before I go this, I'm sorry if I keep ranting. I just like to get my feelings out. But let's just put it simple. There are 2 types of people in this world. 2 types of gun people. You got the left side, which are shooters. Not shooters. They are plinkers. Plinkers, hunters, and sportsmen. Like me, I'm a plinker. I like to shoot metal down at a range. And you have, on the right side, people that decide that it's fun and awesome to kill people. The people that shouldn't even be allowed to have a gun in the first place. Those people I hate because they ruin guns for other people. They're the reason now we can't have we have a machine gun violation. Like, it's illegal to own a machine gun without a license. They're the reason why we have like, Illinois, we are the only state that has FOID, which means firearm owner identification, which are kind of a pain. But anyway, like, all aside though, that is just, it's annoying. It really is. Like, it's ridiculous. Making someone who's about to turn 18, who would never hurt a freaking... Like, literally, I would never hurt an animal. I don't even kill deer. That's how much I don't want to hurt animals.
What are you building?
I'm trying to... About to start Portabate. It's about to start. God, I hate. Screw David Chipman, dude. I hate him. He can go die. In a hole. Under the sea. In fire. I really don't wish death upon him. I just don't like him. He's gonna. What? Imagine dude. He wants to be an ATF member, or he wants to lead the ATF, one of my most hated corporations, because they literally restrict gun owners. Imagine being the one to be a leader of the ATF and not being able to describe an assault rifle. I'm actually laughing. I'm almost in tears. That's like appointing somebody to cook in a kitchen and they can't even cook a scrambled egg. Oh my god. Oh, that's too good. Oh my god. Moments like this make me lose faith in the United States government. I don't know why. And he thinks it's anything above 22 caliber that shoots. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's totally not like an automatic rifle that's built. It's definitely not a Mac 11 or. Okay, you know what? I do, like, for example, I do think that, what's it called? I don't really like support. No, I kind of get how they want to ban a Mac 11 or an AR-15. Because those two guns are notorious for being like involved with mafia members and gangsters. Like literally, Mac 10 is like literally a very overpowered, almost what you could say, submachine gun pistol thing. And it looks pretty easy to reload. How's it going, Bacon? Why is there a cow out here? It's so weird to think that these chunks I'm playing in right now are 2019 chunks. And we're in 2021. These chunks are nearing 2 years old. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, guys. It is now the start of summer. So it is no longer spring anymore, it is summer.
Good.
Alright? Porta Pate, unlike being a normal town, it will actually house 2 main roads. Man, another overpass. Interesting. Something doesn't seem... It appears that this is shifted. Hey, Bacon. Are you there? Stay there. Because guess what? I'm gonna show you something funny. Funny, but kind of upsetting.
There is no time delay on this. It's this. Well, this one's a dummy, but real rockets. There's no time delay. If you were to take the safety cap off and go.
It says it was a dummy. If you were to take the cap off and just... He literally detonated a bazooka ammo piece. I do not... I definitely doubt it, but I hope that man survives that. Okay. It's one thing to play around with a gun. Bazooka. Yeah. Dude, why would you even mess around with a bazooka? Like an anti-tank cannon. Like, bruh. Dun, dun. Okay, right here. See it? This is where the, what's it called? This piece goes. By the way, why I added you into party. I mean, I can't add you into party. Okay. We're gonna do copy and paste, kind of. Assuming that this is the middle, it should be right over here. How long does it have to be? One at 10, 20, 30, 44. So 44 blocks. Should I move it? No, I shouldn't. Anyway, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or okay, so there's a problem here. There's a big problem. There's a big problem. So okay, problem presented. If we try to go with the overpass, we're gonna have to start it here. Uh-oh, look at that. It's not straightened. It'd have to start here, but it would start over here. So that way, no go. Can't do it. So, problem, how do we do it? Okay, we just cancel it. Just kidding, we don't cancel it. Wait a second. Alright, so the center should be like what? The center of the thing should be on a black part, not a red part. So that means that, you know, we'd have to, if we wanted it even, we'd have to move it there. Which we're just like one block off. You know, I don't care. I know it's tedious, but okay. We're gonna move it one block right there. That's what we're gonna do. And I don't care if anyone and if you think that I am somewhat condescending in this decision, please rethink your conclusion. Just gonna say that. I would move it up there to make it even, but I don't want to do that, and it is gonna be hell if I do. And to save me from the wrath of purgatory itself, I deny wanting to do that. She's working on something. Yeah, we got one of the roads done. It's actually easier if we did it than what I was wanting to do. Dude, I think hopefully my junior year of high school is gonna be a little bit easier. I cannot wait. What class do I get put in that I've been wanting? I'm gonna help with recycling disposal on special eds. I'm not kidding you. I have been waiting for that for a long time. I'm like, how do you get in? How do you get in? How do you get in? I really want to do this. And I got in. And now I'm gonna be taking out cardboard. God, I've been waiting to be a trash man. I'll help with my schools, I mean, my high school's disposal. They also will, I'll also be tasked with cleaning off the handguards, and I'll be, you know, almost like a janitor. I'll also be in the coffee shop, and yeah, did you know that I'm kind of one of my school's baristas? I have only worked for like a quarter of a school year in barista services. But it is excuse me, fun. Pama. Greetings, friends. I am Pama. We have much work ahead of us, but maybe it can even be fun. That's my favorite quote from Pama. If you choose to cooperate, that is, with a little smirk face. There's three types of actually highway intersections in the United States. There's where the highway goes over, the road goes over, or sometimes in very rare instances where the highway just straight up connects to the road that you're trying to go to, which I'm not gonna do that in this country. I think if we make it going over the nets. You want to know a really good question I really want answered? How in the actual hell does Sebastiano Di Ravello survive his helicopter crash from Just Cause 3? How does he survive that? He literally crawls out of an exploding helicopter. I have no idea why. God, I keep accidentally pressing top. I remember when I broke this one bridge in Just Cause 3, and I don't know why, in the game, enemies usually, or anyone will actually avoid a bridge if it's out and if it's broken. However, I accidentally caused something else to happen. By that, I mean I broke the bridge and everybody started driving off like an idiot. No idea why. It happened. Can't make that up. Imagine if an American infrastructure looked like this when it was actually, good. I don't know why. Actually, I didn't know maybe. I'm not adding what's it called? I'm not gonna add like entrance and exit ramps to porta potties, roads. Oh my god. Why is it so drifty? Mm. My god, I hate drift. My god. I cannot, like, play with drift. My god, I... Not too bad. So now there are 1, 2, 3 cities and 1 town. Not the worst bridge ever. There you go. Nothing good ender crystals can't do for you. Except for help you kill Ender Dragon. Because then, yeah, might want to nuke him. You know what's gonna happen. There. I hear my dad. Easy peasy. Oh, my dog yawned. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. There you go. So if I put at A, that would destroy the entire world. That could have been really bad. Just one mistake of that letter could have ended this entire world. Dead. So it drops 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, no, there's more of a 6 degree in it. So okay, so between this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 of these. Yeah, divided by 6, I don't think that's gonna go over too well. Let me try something. Actually, crap, why'd I have to remove that? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 24. I don't know. It's just... Can I, So if I did it right... Just boring through this sandstone and digging through this sand. Wonder how I can make this work. Come on, I've solved complicated command techniques. If I can do that, I can do this. Simple as that. I'm not gonna fully build the road until I have complete confirmation. So it looks like maybe we can even go 5. 1, 2, 3. Actually, wait. 1, 2. This is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So I want the town to gradually start slanting down. Usually how, almost, you know, San Francisco slash, you know, standard Italian style. I want to slant, you know, go down. Because you can see some towns literally slant down. And that's the technique I've never done before, and I really want to, do it, because it'll probably give a lot of depth to my, build. It's going to be crazy. This is gonna be a very interesting build. Wait, what? Oh, oops. A little bit of an error right there. Oh, I know what that song is from. It's from that dude that literally teaches you how to build Antinium's brand new lab. Yes, there's a dude that literally has a full video published, or parts of videos published, on how to make the Antinium's lab. And no, the sand's not gonna stay like this. Hey, there's a lava pit thing, whatever. Wow, that road finally connects. Yeah, you kind of see it's definitely like a nice slanting kind of porch over here. Go the first roads for this town. I'll extend the sidewalk, it's just not now. This is, you can see, you know, we build, and as the map, you know, kind of gradually keeps growing. Excuse me. It keeps growing. You see, like, look at that. There wasn't a road. Now you can see the area where there's clearly a road. There we go. My biggest problem is, I wonder how I'm gonna build the houses. Oh, I'm dumb. Should probably, you know, not do that and do what I'm supposed to. Hey, there we go. We got the first official road for Port Sabate. And that feels really, really good. This really looks like a bombing crater. Be back. I'm gonna see what my family's doing. don't have tablets. I don't have a texting strip.
So this mashup looks cursed as balls, but there's an explanation for it. This
What is that? It looks like a
Eugene Stoner had
Mac
unprotected sex
11
with a Mac 11.
M16.
While that very well might have happened, that is not the backstory of this weapon. So this is actually pretty neat. I forget what these are called. Somebody in the comments, I'm sure, will be happy to point it out. But these
That's like
are
a Mac 11.
It is a mashup of the AR-15 and like the Mac 10, Mac 11 platform. That whole like really cheap, transferable machine gun market, pretty much. And so that's why why they do it. So there are cheaper transferables like Mac 11s and things like that. That, you know, the AKs and ARs might be going for 25,000, 30,000, because pre-1986 transferable machine guns that civilians can own with an NFA tax stamp, very limited market, and they are very expensive, and they keep getting pricier by the day. However, there's a lot of submachine guns out there that were just very, very cheap back in the day. A lot of people registered before the 1986 cutoff, so they're cheap. They're expensive guns, but they're cheap for a transferable machine gun. You know, you can get them for a couple grand. The purpose of things like this is so you can use the registered machine gun portion of that Mac 11 and add it to an AR-15 upper, so that you can run 5.56 out of a legal machine gun, but just by having one machine gun lower, you could basically have a lot of other machine gun uppers. So it's a pretty cool concept. It's a pretty cool way of allowing the average civilian who can get an NFA tax stamp and everything, who doesn't want to break the bank, you know, spending 150 grand on transferable machine guns, have a bigger collection of transferable machine guns. I think it's kind of cool. But yes, to the untrained eye, this looks cursed as balls. This isn't cursed enough. Let's bring things up a notch. So a friend actually sent this to me last night, and
Don't see anything too wrong. Oh wait, it looks. Is that an That's an MMP 1522 receiver in an AK-47.
Those are supposed to be like very small, tiny pinholes, and these are just like giant, gaping asshole pinholes. They Swiss cheese the fuck out of this lower. This is an attempt to demill it. I don't know, but that it was enough of a shock when I noticed it that I figured it was worthy of inclusion. Yaucho Marks. Okay, so
Oh, that's gross. Oh wow, if you don't know I'm watching, it's cursed guns. Oh my god.
I don't know. I've never cared about that weapon system. Fucking sue me. They have an AR-15 lower attached to it for literally no other reason than it seems to use the pistol grip as a forward grip, because it was easier to use the mag well on this AR lower to bolt it to the bottom of their M14. I'm going with M14. I don't know, and I don't care. Vietnam LARPer outrage in 3, 2. Actually, I play Call of Duty and shit M21 because you're gonna stop. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. I think I just ripped into them harder than I've ever ripped into AR guys. My favorite part of this is the obscene mile high height over bore, because it's not enough to have the Picatinny rail. You have to attach the carry handle to the Picatinny rail and the optic on a riser on top of the carry handle. This one I had to talk about.
The Gluger. What the hell?
Whatever this is, like a mashup. This is the Gluger, and I hate it. It is a Glock and a Luger. They're not cursed if it's obviously photoshopped. If it's photoshopped really well and I can't tell, and I'm pretty good, then okay, yeah, okay, maybe that's a cursed gun images. A cursed gun images. Okay. I think this is where that stroke's starting to set in.
He just drinks alcohol.
I smell toast. What in the Gorbachev is going on here? Okay, so this is a... No. Somebody decided that the Glock 42 wasn't already bad enough. So they added a Makarov grip to it, and in the process, they cut up a perfectly good Big Fight Star Makarov grip that I would have loved to have. They're nice. They're nice. They feel good. And there's something wholesome about them. You cut it up and you stuck it on a piece of Austrian Tupperware. And God will never forgive you.
Austrian Tupperware.
There's kind of a book about that, but I won't. Call your mom. It's time to get picked up. Of course he's wearing an NRA hat. First off, I want to say how much I hate this. I really do. I want to say how much I hate it. And how much this is stupid and how much I wish I'd never seen it. I can't do it. There's a charm about this that I can't describe. Yes, it's a weld build, as it appears it's a weld build. Yes, it could use some finish. Yes, it's a little rough around the edges. It's a fucking cap and ball AK. That's kind of neat to me. I don't know, the whole like octagonal barrel coming out the front, and he clearly just welded the front sight block and the parts about this is he actually kept the black powder, like really elegant black powder trigger there. I'm gonna build one. Yeah, actually, that's kind of, I guess that would be like a blurst gun image, as you guys have been saying. Alright, so let's move on to the next one.
What?
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Why does the gun have tits? Why does the gun have boobs?
Sid from Toy Story grew up.
Oh my god.
He's a gunsmith now.
That is so...
It's enough internet for me. I'm gonna go live in a cabin.
Oh my god, that's so gross. If that was my first gun, I would just literally go into like...
I do have one more thing I wanted to mention. Later on this afternoon, I will put the details in the description and in the pinned comment. I will be live over at Twitch. Yes, I am gonna be one of those big titty Twitch streamers. New PC rig. Eventually, we are going to be playing Escape from Tarkov. You guys have been asking for it since I teased it a few months ago. I kind of got a lot of stuff going on, but I was willing to make it happen. God forbid, I gotta play video games with my friends and things. You know, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that for you. I think it'll be fun. I've seen a lot of stuff about the game, and it seems very, very realistic and very, very AK-centric. So, should be a lot of fun. Link will be in the description and in the pinned comment, and I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers.
Mother lovers.
In the next video.
Yes. Cursed gun images, another one. I don't know why this is gonna add it. Luger plus AK.
It's a mystery for me too. Just know we have to film a video. Delance had an idea. Delance, what do you have for us? Okay, I'm up. Cool. Yes, you guys love the cursed gun images part 1 so much that we decided, hey, why not do another one? Because fuck me, right? Anyway, we have stirred up some really, really cursed gun images with the help of you guys on the Discord, through Instagram. After the last one, you guys sent me some really just heinous shit. So we're going through that today. Now, cursed gun image is basically just like a cursed image, but for guns. And if you're not familiar with the concept of a cursed image, you will be. Okay, first up on the lineup, and we're starting out strong. Give me a minute for my eyes to adjust here. So this looks like a totally
Ew.
build. I don't know, is that supposed to be like a Yugo RPK, old front trunnion, but it's chopped down into a little pistol with what looks like a Romanian dong that's been circumcised and turned into a pistol grip. This is horrendous. How does it cycle? I don't know if it does. This definitely looks like a homebrew build, for sure, just on the receiver, because it's all warped, because they probably heat-treated this with a fucking flaming stick. Oh yeah, no, I actually think that front handguard there, that lower handguard, or really that kind of little nub of a handguard, is what used to be the original dong, before they chopped the dong off. I'm saying dong a lot in this video already. Yeah, that gas port is, like, in the chamber. And that little barrel poking out, this can't be real. This has got to be like a 22 or something. Does this actually work? It's probably more of like a blank firing flashbang, if I had to guess. It's a 7.62 mag. I think my favorite part of this is the effort that they went through to put a Picatinny rail on top of that rear sight block, just for a little tiny red dot. It's choice. Yeah, that's horrific. Next. Okay, what am I looking at? Thankfully, this one I don't think is real. This one looks like a Photoshop, because there's no way in fuck this would work. This looks like an STG-44.
With a Luger?
Sturmgewehr, as you Call of Duty kids call it, and Larry Vickers, and Krauts. But it has been unfortunately bullpupped. And it makes no sense, and it's an affront to God. That's the problem with these bullpups. The people who clearly like bullpups have no knowledge of firearms whatsoever. Otherwise, they wouldn't like bullpups. But this gun right here would never function, because the problem that a lot of the Photoshop, make-believe bullpups run into is, where the bolt go, though?
Yeah, exactly. Where does the bolt go?
Fake bullpups. Where the bolt go? Because this right here, the way the STG-44 functions, is that little claw there that you can see through the ejection port picks up the bolt and pulls it back, and it cycles the action. Kind of like in the way that the AK rotates the bolt, and then the bolt carrier pulls it back. This one just kind of grabs it, pulls it up out of the chamber, and then cycles the gun. On this one, it would cycle nowhere. It would cycle right into a wood stock that is solid. It's not the worst one I've seen. A lot of them, they just end it right there at the chamber, and so I can only assume that the bolt just goes straight back into the shooter's shoulder and ends their miserable existence, which is probably the preferred outcome for any bullpup enthusiast. If you're new here, can you tell I maybe don't like bullpups? At least I can go home knowing STG-44 bullpup is it's not real and it can't hurt me. Okay, that's real and that can hurt me. God, that one's just a big in the chat for California. This is a California conversion for a Yugo rifle that turns it into a completely neutered piece of shit. That is an abomination. Wait a minute. Oh, you're not gonna fucking believe this. Oh my god. Yeah, dude, it's worse than I could imagine. So, in a pile of all this random shit that I got from the Louisiana deal, and if you're not aware of that, the link down in the description for the video, I bought an AK factory, which, spoiler alert. But in a random pile of shit, we found a little plastic bag labeled Yugo, and it is for sure that exact adapter piece, and my heart cries out in terror. Alright, so we don't have the stock, potentially fortunately, but just to prove that I'm not full of shit this time. Alright, so we have the adapter with an AR-15 pistol grip on it, and mocking it up like it would go on the gun. You have that abomination right there. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Oh yeah, look at that distance to trigger. That is wonderful. So, where you'd normally be holding it, oh my god, this is fucking terrible. So yeah, I thought this was fucking terrible, and I felt really bad for California, but now that I realize I have like 5 of them, it's just fucking terrible, and I feel bad for me. Every gun law is an infringement, especially when they make people do really ugly shit to AKs. Ah, cool. Speaking of ugly shit to AKs, oh, I know I'm gonna get a million this when people are gonna think it's actually, it actually feeds. Spoiler alert, it definitely does.
It does not feed. It's got some, it's an AK with a P90 handlebar and a possible Romanian dong.
Give like half a second of thought as to how this weapon would actually operate. This might be photoshopped too, actually, now that I look at it, partially. But if this were real, it would be feeding rounds directly into the fucking gas tube, which, I don't know if you've ever operated a firearm before, but that's not great. Actually, no, that's backwards. Okay, no, that's backwards. I'm not really big on P90. It would actually just drop them directly into the trigger groove. Through the recoil spring. Dasher man. Oh, and they have an A2 bird cage on the end of it. That's just fucking, that completes the look. No stock, because of course. And a little red dot right up top. Alright, my eyes are tired of looking at that. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh my god! Oh no, I know what that gun is. Oh. It's a 22 zip. It is regarded as one of the worst guns in history. Let's just say, you know, how Fallout 76 launched and it was hated. Let's just say, imagine, you know, people watching brand new AR-15s. This is the equivalent of, you know, this is the Fallout 76 of guns. It literally... Do you know what finger you use on the trigger? Your middle finger. Your freaking middle finger. And I actually have one of those magazines. I have a Ruger 25 round magazine for the that's a 10-22 25 round magazine for, you know, the guy I just described. Dude, the zip is ass, dude. It's like $200. If I had to pick my first gun for like under $300, it would not be the zip. Oh my god, I hate that.
They're out of business now.
Yeah, those guys are out of business. That is correct.
This is the Zip 22. Really
Zip.
22 semi-auto
Oh.
pistol thing.
Yeah, it's garbage.
ACOG 2, and then a looks like a MPX brace or something, and a Ruger 1022 25 round magazine because I wanted to jam 25 fucking times in a row without reloading. You know, I really hope this is for the meme. I really hope the
Okay, so the bullets, like imagine the chamber. You have to, like, there's a little left push button that goes along with the barrel. You have to push up. Uh-oh, as I shot my freaking hand off because I was trying to reload it. The gun's stupid. It's garbage. Just melt it down in the plastic. That's...
They were done unironically. I really don't want to be in this industry anymore. I quit. Build your own fucking AK-50. That's not real. Or is it? It's not. Holy shit. Okay, this gentleman has his shit together, I'm sure. I'm...
Oh my god, the video's coming out? I remember I used to watch it all the time.
I'm thinking this is like a demilled firearm or something, or at least I'm hoping it is, because that's scary. So this is like a PTRS 41. I think it's at least in that class. The big old grown-up SKS. Shoots some super fucking spicy rounds. I think it's like a 14.5 millimeter or some shit like that. And that is why I know that from where that thing is cut, the end of that round is going to be sticking out of the front of the gun. And judging by the size of that stock, he's not going to be smiling like that afterward. Also love the fact that he just has a tactical watch run through one of the little buttonholes in his jacket. Everything about this is just phenomenal. The fact that he's got one flip-flop and one actual shoe. What is Eastern Europe, man? Things I didn't know that I needed was an Obrez PTRS. Man, what a fucking... Alright, next. Okay. Other than being completely ridiculous, I actually don't mind this. As long as it's not like original or something. Totally stupid, don't get me wrong, but I don't hate it, somehow. This is a percussion cap, black powder tactical rifle with an AR-15 stock, crazy gun show ass Bubba muzzle brake, and a bipod monopod thing, because I guess the 90s are coming back in a big way. A knockoff Geotech up top. Some sort of holographic sight. Because if you only have one round and it takes you 30 fucking minutes to reload, you better damn well make it count. And what is that? That checkering, that pattern that they did to it. Is that like Cryptek, Desert Cryptek camo that they Cerakoted on here? What a piece of work. Okay.
What? What is it?
That hurts the soul. That is an MG34 that has been converted to be California compliant. It really just looks like an angry tooth. Dude, if you get an MG34, like an OG MG34, just fucking move out of California. Oh, yeah, that's gonna end well. Fucking A. That's not just ball either. That's like an incendiary AP shit or something that... Was that the red stripe and the silver stripe or whatever?
Is that dude trying to put a 50 caliber into a shotgun?
Okay, that's a good fucking idea. That's actually pretty funny. The 50 BMG will actually load into a 12 gauge because the rim of the 50 BMG is about the same size as the rim of a 12 gauge round.
How to
Pressures are very different, as if you actually had to be fucking told that. Just because it'll fit
doesn't mean it'll shoot.
That's what she said to myself before I even got Just because it's going to chamber in your gun doesn't mean it's a good idea for you to just pull the trigger and fucking send it. I mean, or do. I'm not your fucking mom. Yeah, that's a really bad idea. I wouldn't do that one.
Thomas the Train Mac 11 with the barrel poking through the eye.
The tank engine lunchbox with a Mac 11. I got nothing on that one, man.
That's about 8:38, 997 max ends, nav end. I love that video. That's exactly what I was thinking of when I saw that gun. What the hell? Another Romanian dong?
Are you happy? Are you happy that you made that? I'm not happy. Not happy, Bob.
Not happy. Yes, I was thinking of the same thing.
Like an AMD 65, judging by that redonkulous break up front, and I don't know how this works, man. Because that bolt carrier needs a certain amount of protrusion out the front just to fit the entire recoil spring, so I don't know how they get these to run if they do. Not to mention, your gas port is literally just about in your fucking chamber, so I'm just assuming this is for theatrics. I don't fucking know, man. I don't want to build one up. sling in the back, but he actually has a sling attachment point.
I think I have the same, what's it called? I might have the same reflex sight as he does. That reflex sight is ass. It is complete garbage.
Thanks, I hate it. So, I've been warned this one is especially cursed, and I have been told to give a trigger warning to anybody watching this late at night who doesn't want to see this in their nightmares, so there's that. I think we have to thank Mark at Match Grade Gunsmiths in California for this abomination that I have yet to see, so I've been told this is really bad.
I hope I don't spare this.
Let's go into it. Alright, so this is a Tech 9 build. It's really not too bad.
What
so
the
far.
hell?
He's just, I guess, what is he, just melting random shit to this thing? It's like a spare magwell thing up front. That's just ugly, I guess. So it's regression, alright? I've got 3 pictures here. Second one. Oh. What the fuck? Okay. There's an 8-ball now.
What the hell?
And he has just started, like, melting in wax figures on the magwell.
I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Plus, I love how there's an AK builder jig in the background too. Like it's resting on an AK builder jig. I really like this guy. All right, let's see the finished product. Oh fuck! Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna swipe off of that for a second and kind of compose myself. All right.
That is some.
You're not gonna fucking believe this shit, man. You're gonna have to edit this, man. I don't. Sorry. No, yeah, no, they look like human teeth. What's the story on the eye? Used? Guys, I'm sorry. Mark.
What?
Okay at home. All right. I don't know if we had more or not, but I'm done. That one, that sealed it. So, that fucking broke me, man. I got nothing. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is always just fucking strange.
Oh my god, that was so weird.
When you use your credit from a Visa debit card, free groceries,
Free app.
What is up, you sexy
You two mother lovers, yeah.
With kind of a new content style. This is a video I kind of threw out the idea for a little while ago, and you guys have not stopped talking about it in the comments ever since then. So here it is. A video I'm very much was not looking forward to making, but I'm gonna stomach it for you guys. Cursed gun images. Much to the dismay of Google, there are plenty of gun images all over the internet. However, very few hold the rank of cursed. So what is a cursed gun image? Cursed gun image is basically just the same thing as the, I guess, internet brand of cursed image, it's just kind of hard to look at. So I'm not looking forward to having to disgrace my eyeballs with these, but let's get her done. All right, starting off strong, I see. That hurts so far. Wasn't enough you just disgraced it. You had to name it too, right? It's just like polymer AK furniture on the bottom there. Obvious Dremel marks. The mark of a true gunsmith. And either JB Weld or like silver solder or something. They're holding that really, really crappy plastic buttstock that does not belong on a semi or full auto 30-06. Some say that after this gun was created, John Moses Browning is rolling over in his grave so fast that he's using it instead of hydroelectric power. So there's actually a lot to dissect in this one. We took 2 of the things that I like quite a lot, which is World War II German firearms and AKs, and you put them together, and I hate it. It's interesting though because you can tell there's a little bit of woodwork in the back. They had to kind of make those 2 together, kind of in the way I guess the old Luger stocks. I guess I don't know what I'm looking at here. I love the way it's mated in the front because you can see out of the front of the stock here. There's a barrel poking out.
What?
This thing probably actually shoots, and that's horrific. And my initial concern was, okay, what about the front sight block? But there's a hole in the front sight block where a bullet can travel. But this was actually, I hesitate to say well thought out, but there was some planning went into this. I would love it if it wasn't terrible. I don't like anything that comes out of the front. Except the case, I don't like that. No, this one I have seen, and I love how they obviously either are trolling or did not get it, because they have a Astro magazine in this gun, as well as some very low budget AK pistol grip. This is actually a very short action for a full-size rifle, because that's a 16-inch barrel at least, and that's just that gas stroke distance. That doesn't look right. You know what else doesn't look right? The fucking PPSH shroud over the whole gun. What to Christ, they just took some like crappy sheet steel and folded it over after they made those cuts or some shit like that. They actually used re-welded pieces of PPSH 41. There's a special place in hell reserved for pedophiles. Walking the theater. Holy lightning cuts. All right.
Is that a
Somebody took that
BMG?
toy handguard and said, "Wow, I really like the aesthetic of just drilling random holes in my shit." So they clearly applied it to the rest of the gun. I think the worst part of this is what they did to that pistol grip. That thing's polymer, dude. You're not saving a lot of weight. That whole thing weighs like, what, an ounce? Cutting holes in your buffer tube. That's excellent call. That's that peak performance right there. And trigger guard, where we're going, we don't need trigger guards. It's for the weak. You know what I've always thought when I look at an AR-15 is I thought, you know, I sure would love to be able to use the left side of the mag well as a cheese plate. Very convenient when I get hungry at the ring. Or, you know, when I have to have a stress-eating snack. Because everybody's making fun of my shitty AR-15. What in the Pakistan am I looking at? You know what's terrible is that thing probably defended
Tommy gun?
Stalingrad with great honor. Just to be dragged
It looks like the Silver Shroud Tommy gun from Fallout 4.
Honestly, this wouldn't look too terrible if that was not a historically significant firearm. I get why they do stuff like this. I just hate that they have to do it to that. Come on, man. Because honestly, the way they did it is kind of a little... It's got some aesthetic to it. Like, I could tell there was some craftsmanship involved. It wasn't just some random dude with a hacksaw. I still can't like it. If it were legal, I would open up a historic weapons trade, you know, for Pakistani armorers. I'll give you, like, the $500 9mm AR carbines we have all day long here. Just give me your stuff, and my stuff will run better than that. But I will put that in a museum so you don't have to hack it to death. What the? That's
And
dude, that's just bad. Look at that. There's like just a screw and a nut in the back from a hardware.
oh my god, he's got the same laser as me.
Embarrassing. This is horrific. That's hardly even functional. Why? Why would you do that? Is it to make me sad? Because you're making me sad. I really want to say this is just a troll because of that scope on there. As if there was any way to actually fire this motherfucker. And look at that like 2-inch barrel at the end.
Not even a scope, that's a laser.
You know, when we're engaging targets at 300 yards with this, it would be nice to have a little scope on top. But stocks. It is okay, Sasha. Daddy will not let this happen to you. Although it's my turn to troll, I might just like chamber this in 357 safe just to 10mm is best millimeter. Okay, so we're gonna move on past that. If I see one more PPSH that has been bastardized, I'm gonna probably literally throw up. And you don't want to see that. I don't want to accidentally do an ab workout, so call it a deal. Although I do have to start working out again. People are commenting about how much size I've lost since earlier this year. Swole Brandon's coming back. I'm working on it. This I've actually seen before. I think this was an actual product. You know what, sometimes I think gas tube rails, they're nice, they're convenient, you know, they put the optic right where you kind of need it, and they're easy to install, and you know what, they're excellent products. But sometimes I just think that I want to attach my optic to the hottest part of the gun, because the Ultimac just won't cook an optic fast enough for me. I want to put my optic directly on the gas block. That sounds like a winner to me. Now, I don't really need it to be secure, just throw some Allen keys on that bitch. We'll call it a day. Let's be honest, the optic's probably going to be completely cooked before those Allen keys can start reversing themselves, so it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Alright, so this is actually an old one that's been floating around for a little while. I have seen this one before, so from what I can tell, I know there's
AR
about this somewhere,
15, MIM 16.
observation, this looks like an AR, like, or I'm sorry, an AK like a Galil or something like
It looks
that.
like an AK-47
Welded up.
AR-15.
Pet project, probably somewhere in the Middle East. Welded up to look like an AR-15, like the carry handle up top, that ridiculous front sight block. Because if I'm not mistaken, under that handguard looks like a real gas block. And there's kind of just the lower, the receiver portion of it looks like an actual AK receiver that looks like an AK fire control group, including the third pin, which is why I really hope it's in the Middle East. AK stock that just looks like an M4 stock, AK pistol grip. Everything functional about this kind of looks like an AK, just in 5.56 with AR-15 mags and kitted up to look like an AR-15 for some reason. Not sure about charging though. Maybe this thing doesn't even work. I hope it doesn't. Now it's the opposite side of the spectrum, and I mean that literally. That is just flat out an AR-15 with an AK front end. This thing probably doesn't even fire. Oh, that's a nice touch. They left the gas tube lever off to charging handle on the AR-15 either. That was a nice touch too. Thank God this gun is not one. Okay.
What is that?
Mom, come pick me up. I honestly don't know what I think about this. Very confused boner. So this looks like a very modern tactical take on the Luger, which is interesting. I really hope they didn't use the real one as a base because to try to build a replica Cybertruck. Does it look newer? Hell yeah. Is it better? Go fuck yourself. I love the just zero regard for this fucking option. The charging handle up there. So that thing's just gonna get whipped up and down every shot. What's that? You're gonna try to keep a bead on the optic the entire time you're shooting it? Well, you and a surefire light on the bottom. Because why not? Although I say all this thing would have completely raped in the trenches of World War I. That's interesting. That little muzzle standoff device or whatever you call it, that little meat tenderizer that they put on the end. It could be arguably useful on pistols that, like Glocks and things that have a slide that moves backwards when it functions. That, if you move the slide back a little bit, or if you run into something and you pull the trigger, it won't fire because it's out of battery. The slide extends all the way to the front, so if somebody puts the hand on the front of the gun or something, it won't fire out of battery. The only problem with it on this one is that the Luger is not one of those guns. It serves no purpose except to break my heart. 7 out of 10 would still operate. You know what? This isn't even cursed. I'm just gotta give credit to whoever did that. That takes some skill, and frankly, it's better than most of the simple jobs I've ever seen in person. Han Solo P80 is a pass. That, however,
That is some cursed M1 Grand with a bolt and a ass-looking.
That bullet is probably going to be poking out of the front of that barrel. This is a flashbang with an airsoft projectile. And I love how they felt the need to put an optic rail on this as well. That's, again, as if there was ever a functional way to fucking shoot this thing. Honestly, at this point, it would be better just to use blanks only and use it as a flamethrower. Actually, the one pass I will give this for is if they intended to thread that barrel and put a big nose cone on the front of it like a Jawa blaster. Okay, that might be kind of cool. I have really just been outing myself as a Star Wars nerd lately. Okay, now we're cursed. That is for sure cursed. Where to begin? I'm just going to make some observations here. That AR-15 stock there at the back, not necessarily a bad thing. For one, looks like it was put on with Gorilla Glue. For second, Thompson stocks are already kind of uncomfortable because of how low they sit. That somehow finds a way to make this problem twice as bad. That gun would have to be sitting like right on your tit as you're just trying to aim, which thankfully they have aided us with some really low mounted Picatinny and iron sights on a complete top rail, because we have to kind of leave it a little traditional. And I think up front that is actually just an AR-15 rail, full stop. Like that's just for an AR. And key mod, of course it's key mod. I expected no less. I too like to mount my potentially life-saving tactical accessories via the same way they use to hang racks at Home Depot. And topping it off with, I did not even see that before, the drum magazine with the Mandalorian crest on it. If this was done ironically, I hate you. And if it was done unironically, I also hate you. I feel like this whole thing is kind of accidentally turned into like a Sarah McLachlan commercial. Like, save these public guns. They need a home. Just 69 cents a day. You could hoard collectible firearms so that Bubba can't get them. Alright, so let's wrap this up here. Let's get one more. What do we have here?
What is it?
Now you're just...
What the hell? A gun that looks weird and the katana? I'm not saying katanas look weird. I like katanas. Katanas are one of my favorite swords. But that's just too far, homie.
Well, guys, we had a couple more to go through, but for the sake of my sanity, I'm done. I'm just not going to do any more of that today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this format. If you did, leave a comment saying you want more of it, and I will remember to not do the next one sober. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Remember that hashtag AKT Squad, and remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon for that hashtag. Jesus Christ. The cursed gun images my brain, man. The hashtag AKG Notification Squad. If you comment in the first hour with something with hashtag AKG Notification Squad in it, then you can win all sorts of cool stuff like t-shirts from Third Pin Threads, which that link is also in the pinned comment. So thank you guys very much. Yeah, I'm gonna go, I don't know, just do some meditation or something before I just quit YouTube forever. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next
Actually, I'm gonna go too.
Thanks.
Be right. Actually, let me be right back. I'm just gonna go play. Actually, I'll probably just stream Fallout because I just, I want.